I'm 29, and I've been with my boyfriend, 31, for 3 years. We don't officially live together, but for the past month, I've been spending most of the week at his place. 4 or 5 nights easily. We've been talking seriously about me moving in full-time in just a couple of weeks. Things felt like they were settling into a good place between us. At least, I thought they were. Last night, everything fell apart. I was asleep at his place around 2 a.m. when a message came through on my phone. I didn't hear it, but he was awake and picked it up. The message was from a guy I work with. From what I could tell, he started going through my phone. Most of my messages with that guy had already been deleted, something I always did, but a few were still there, apparently enough to make him suspicious. He woke me up, phone in hand, and asked, "What's this?" Groggy and disoriented, I told him it was nothing, just harmless work stuff. He kept asking, and I stuck to the same line. I thought we could talk in the morning when things had calmed down, but that wasn't how it played out. He got up, told me to get my stuff and leave. I begged to stay just to sleep and figure out later, but he refused. At 3 a.m., I left in what I was wearing, humiliated and heartbroken. I didn't sleep. I didn't eat. I cried most of the day. I called in sick to work. Here's the part one hadn't told anyone. About 2 months ago, I got close to a guy at work. One thing led to another, and we had sex twice. Once at his place after a group outing, once in my car after staying late on a project. Then it stopped. I thought I was being careful. Deleted messages, no photos, nothing obvious. But last night, out of nowhere, he messaged me. Just a "you up?" kind of thing. I was out cold. My boyfriend wasn't. He saw it, opened it, and started reading. That was enough. When he woke me and started asking questions, I panicked. I denied everything. Told him he was overreacting, imagining things. I never admitted anything. He didn't argue much, just looked at me and said, "Get your stuff and go." I left, humiliated, carried what I could. Still, I hope we could talk later. I sent a single text apologizing and asking if we could talk. He read it and didn't reply. Over 24 hours of silence, and it's deafening. I blocked the guy from work. I've told myself I won't contact him again. But seeing him every day, pretending everything's normal, is unbearable. I'm even thinking about quitting. I realize now that my boyfriend had been dropping little hints about a future. Living together, maybe even a proposal. I thought they were just casual comments, playful glances. Now I wonder if they were serious. Maybe he had plans. Maybe he'd already bought a ring. And now, because of my mistakes, I'll never know. He eventually reached out to the coworker I was involved with, who told him everything. The affair, the timing, what happened, even my attitude. All the details I thought were safe. I kept hoping we'd talk, that we could sit down and figure out, like we always had. But now it feels like the end. He heard it from someone else, and that was enough. I feel lost, heartbroken, and overwhelmed. I know I made mistakes, but that doesn't make the grief any less real. I lost the future I thought I was building, the late-night talks, the small plans, the idea of growing together. And I lost my chance to explain myself. All I can do now is keep going, even if there's no reconciliation, even if I never get the closure I hope for. Being kicked out in the middle of the night, without even a chance to collect myself, is something I'll never forget. I understand why it happened, but that doesn't make it any less painful. I feel hurt, yes, but I also know I have to keep showing up for myself now. That's all I can do.